Hi, Virgo. This is Jess with your October 2016 reading. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Virgo, I want to say that for some of you in the work sphere, congratulations. I do see that some of you have definitely just received an offer for a new job. For those of you that were looking, I do know that a lot of Virgos, or some Virgos, a lot of you were confirming that this relates to that you had a lot of issues and problems at the workplace. There was chaos going on. There was some shady dealings going on at the workplace. And some of you were seeing a lot of people getting laid off, like one person after another was losing their jobs. You know, it was looking a little bleak. And I remember definitely saying for quite a couple of readings to Virgos that you were getting your plans in place. You was starting to look for new work, and that there would be someone that would give you an inside tip, that sort of thing. So for some of you that relates to, I definitely see that some of you definitely received the offer. There could have been 3 people and you were chosen out of the 3. This is a really great establishment, someplace that you probably, for some of you, have wanted to work for. You kind of went through a lot of processes, but once the ball got rolling, things kind of started to happen really quickly for you guys. So I know some people were saying in the past that it was hard for them to kind of get the phone call, get the job, that sort of thing, even though they were looking. I feel like at the latter part of September, there was a lot of traction happening for Virgos looking for work, that sort of thing. Now, some of you that doesn't relate to, you could be hearing that others at the workplace are leaving. They found jobs. Okay. There could have been some conflict again at work. Definitely there was some conflict at work. And I feel like some people just said, you know what, I'm out of here, I'm leaving. So at least 2 people at your job, you could have recently heard that they're leaving. One could have gotten let go. The other person decided to leave. And they're both going to be fine. Whoever's leaving by choice, they're going to be fine. The other person, even if you've recently heard that someone has gotten let go, they're going to be fine. But it's almost as if you're like, you know, that could have been your little circle of friends. So people that you go to lunch with, people that you have developed a good rapport at the workplace. So you kind of are feeling a little saddened by that. But I feel like for those of you that are still remaining, your position is pretty solid. Okay. You're doing really well for yourself. You're fine. Okay. And I feel like to some extent, even some of you that are still left there, you know that you have a security, like this could have been the last round of layoffs, letting go of people. And so now the dust has cleared, if you will. But some of you may even be considering still wanting to leave and set your sights in a different place. You may have heard from a friend that they're hiring at their workplace. And so now, particularly toward the latter part of the month, some Virgos may be considering moving on to a new company based upon, again, a friendly tip from someone that you know. Okay. In the meantime, I see that a lot of Virgos will be hard at work, working diligently, saving your money. I do see that some of you might be planning to move, but I feel like it's a plan that has been in the making. And as you get closer to the end of the month, there's going to be, again, this really wanting, like, I feel like a real desire to start over, start something new, start something fresh. Again, coming from some type of information that you're receiving from a friend. So friends are going to be very beneficial for you. I do see that some of you may be wanting to even start your own catering business, event planning, I'm seeing for some of you guys. And I feel like some of you are really wanting to start totally new, but you know it's going to take capital. You guys are definitely the sign that's always about plan first. In order to reach a goal, you must make a plan. You must pace yourself and take things step by step. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing. You're pacing yourself because you've already set your sights on, again, moving, starting a new job, really starting something completely new. I feel after you have now gotten a different understanding of what you want to do. You could have gone someplace, been out somewhere, or traveled and really kind of got an epiphany of wanting to start something. But you know that right now, and I've been telling so many signs this, that October is not the month that things are going to start happening. Okay. There's going to be a lot of epiphanies that people will begin to have. Now, some people will be new beginnings, but it's just more of the realization of, okay, now I know what I must do. Now it's very clear. Now there's no, indecisiveness. I'm very decisive as to where I'm going to go, what my plans will be, if I'll start a new job, meaning leave the company, go to a new place, or start your own business. You guys have definitely come to terms with that. Now, if you guys have your own business or you work in like catering, again, event planning, I feel like there will be monies coming your way for that. Okay. And if there's anything that you're going to be starting in the month of October, just know, like, the planning stages is the best thing for you to do right now, is to plan. Because the beginning stages of this new thing isn't going to happen in October. It's going to take quite some time before you can actually move. I feel like starting new for Virgos right now, there's a bit of a blockage there for you guys to start new. And I feel like right now, again, there is this sifting of old energy, coming to terms with things that you have, losses, regrets, that sort of thing, dealing with those things. Okay. And that's something that you're going to kind of be dealing with for the entire month of Virgo, the entire month of October. I feel like through this Mercury retrograde, particularly in your sign, there was a lot of things that you became aware of. I feel like some of you guys learned a lot of situations and circumstances revolving around people that you know, and definitely intimate relationships as well. So there has been some enlightenment. There has been some blow-ups, again, coming to you from other people. So people's issues, their circumstances that has been problematic. You've been made aware of it. And I feel like some of you have had to be the voice of reason for some people, helping them. Some of you could have seen your friends, family, that sort of thing, people that you know, again, losing homes, losing jobs, a loss of some kind. And although you have had to be there for some of those people, watch them go through it. It has even touched very close to home for some of you. So some of you, it could have been a mate that has lost their job. It could be a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, that type of thing. You guys do not live together, but they're very close to you. You could have found out that they lost their job or home. They're moving. There could be some family upset, that sort of thing. I feel like a lot of Virgos that this relates to has been the rock with family and people that they know going through trying times during this Mercury retrograde. And I see that some of you, so this is a month of kind of, again, sifting through especially the first 2 weeks. Definitely you guys are sifting. And I feel like it's not going to be at the end of the month that this new beginning is going to start to weigh heavy on you. I feel like it's going to start in like mid-October is when you're really going to be wanting to move into a new direction. Okay. There may be someone that some of you have recently met. Okay. in realms of your in social atmospheres that you've met someone and there's like a really serious spark here that you have with someone. Okay, you've met them and they are someone that is pretty much like you, so it could be another earth sign, another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And I feel like this person that you've just met, for my Virgos that can relate to this, you're feeling like this person could have just recently, you may have heard, in meeting this person, like you're out, you met them, you guys are hitting it off, Virgos love to connect with you on a mental level first. So in your first talks and discussions, you could have heard that that person is recently divorced. Or they're in the process of going through a divorce. They're in the process of coming out of a very long relationship. They've just recently moved to your area. Like something shift. There was some type of very major shift or change that they've recently experienced in their life. You too could have been expressing this to new people that you're meeting in social settings, that, hey, yeah, I just moved to this area, or, yeah, I'm at the tail end of my divorce, that sort of thing. You've been talking to people about, and you're really ready for this new beginning. This is going to be quite the quiet month for you guys in October. I want to say it seemed like a lot of drama happened last month. Okay, a lot of walking away, a lot of disputes, people telling you how they feel, you telling people how you feel. I mean, there has been, some of my Virgos have experienced a lot of like blow up moments coming to you, and then you kind of being forced to have to kind of give it to someone. But I feel like a lot of it was coming to you. Okay, there was some definite walkings away, breaking up, people coming in and out of your life, just a typical Mercury in retrograde, situation. But I feel like a lot of it was coming at Virgos. Virgos was dealing with one thing after another thing after another thing, with old people, some new people, and out of all of that craziness, there was this lone person. I feel like at the very, very tail end of September, coming into October, then there was probably a lone person that's come into your life that seems to be the quiet after the storm, if that makes any sense. Okay. And so I feel like as the month progresses, things are still really going well. Now, you in the realm of this new love sphere, this new interest, I'll say, I won't go as far as saying love, but this new interest in this person, you're taking it very, very slow. You're pacing yourself. You're enjoying them, though. I feel like there is a lot of socializing, a lot of conversing with this person, getting kind of intimate on a communicative level, but having fun with it. But in having fun, laughing, joking, you guys are really kind of building solid ground, if that makes any sense. So I feel like you're kind of getting comfortable enough to share with this person your deep feelings, and little by little, piece by piece, because they have such a warmness about them as far as their heart. They seem to have a really big heart. They seem to be someone that is very genuine, sweet, and patient. Very patient, but not in a, I have a plan. You could tell that that's just the energy that they have. They're very patient. They're someone that is very would do well in counseling, because they have like that counseling type of energy. Like they listen more than they talk, and they're really interested in hearing about, your escapades and your life and all of that stuff. And I feel like, even when you're not really around them, you find yourself deeply considering the possibilities of what this thing can be. I mean, dare I say, go into the future. as a Virgo, but in a very practical way, you think, what could this possibly turn into? Because you sense that it actually can be something real, but then coming out of what all you've just now came out of for some of you, it's like, I don't know, I would love for it to be, it looks like it can be, but you don't know, because the reality is with this person, you're very much at the beginning stages of where you're allowing yourself to go with them, if that makes any sense. Okay? Because deep down inside, you still have a lot of emotional healing, emotional dealing, if that makes any sense, dealing with things from an emotional standpoint as it relates to people in your past. Okay. And I feel like there's up to three different people or three different scenarios with a particular person that really has done a number on some Virgos. And there is a lot of contemplation going on about that. And I feel that is also very much part of your thinking as well. So trying to get clear on your emotions from past regrets and past relationships with these arguments, people just up and leaving your life, people coming in and leaving back out. It's like three different circumstances that you've dealt with that has really touched you, that I don't feel like you've really 100% shared. You haven't shared with those people. And I feel like in the month of October, just like Sagittarius, there's this deep-seated dealing with old past emotional issues, deep-seated, and doing your best to try to kind of get through it, because at the same time, there's this good stuff with this other person that you really like, that seems to be going in a really great direction. But again, it's this old love stuff that you kind of still have to deal with. And since it's in your subconscious, some of you may not be as aware. I know you're aware of it, but as far as the need, some of you may be feeling like, I dealt with that, I'm fine. But subconsciously, you really aren't. And you really do need that alone time to kind of deal. And I feel that's the reason why there is this blockage, if you will, in you guys being able to 100% move forward with this new person. Because it really is calling for you to take stock in what has just recently transpired. There's a lot of information that has come to you during this Mercury retrograde. There's a lot of revelations, okay? Discoveries, not just from you, but from others. I feel like if some of you have been in threesome situations, someone called someone out on it. Okay. And as a result of a battle, a verbal joust, if you will, someone left. And as soon as someone left, someone else came back. But this is a person that, they were just there to play games, that sort of thing. Some of you try to go back to someone. Okay. And going back, you just walked right into a big blow up and big argument. And then you're like, oh, damn, I should have never. Sorry. Okay. My mistake. I'm sorry. Like that type of thing. Some of you knew that you had done somebody wrong, because I get this strong energy of someone really telling you off about what you've done wrong to them. And you now regrettably had to walk away, because it's like, okay, they're not, if I try to talk to them, it's only going to be an argument. They're not going to be open to talking to me. So let me just leave them alone. That sort of thing. And it still weighs heavy on you. Like there's still, one person, I feel, that you still have some, it's like you know how it is when you have that one person that you still, or two people, but I feel more like it's one person. With Leo, it's more like two people they're dealing with. With Virgo, I feel like it's more one person that they're still trying to kind of get over and just deal with that getting over although there's more people, but there's this one person that they're trying to kind of get over amongst them all, and at the same time get prepared for a new person. So it's this, cleaning out the old and getting ready for the new. Okay. And you can't really give yourself 100% to this new person the way that they deserve it, because you see that this person is someone that deserves all your love. They deserve all that you have to give. But you know that deep down inside you kind of can't give that to them because your heart is still hung up over someone else. And you want to get closure, you want to get clarity, but right now the other person may not be in a place to even want to talk to you to get to that point with you. Okay. And I do see that, you're getting clearer and clearer. So you're coming into the month of October very clear. You're clear about this new person. You know that there's something there and you're definitely interested in pursuing it, also, albeit very slow and cautious. But I just feel like you're not allowing yourself to get too enthralled. You're not. You're being very, you may even come off to them as though you're not very interested to some extent. They may not tell you that, not right now, but eventually they may say, like, I didn't even know that you were interested in me. I didn't even really know that you like eventually when you do tell them how you feel, or, start to want to explore something with them, when you have completely sifted through this old energy, they'll say, I didn't even know that you were interested, because of the way that you act. And it's just because, again, that passion is not there at the moment for this person, because, again, when you're still caught up on someone else, it's like, deep down inside, you're kind of still torn, but they don't know that you're in that gray area. I mean, most times when people meet new people, especially in a social setting, you're not going to say, hi, my name is Nick, and by the way, I'm going through a heartbreak right now, and I can't get over my ex, and I kind of like you, but I can't stop thinking about her. It's like, you don't tell people that. You just enjoy them for the times that you can, and then you're off doing whatever it is that you do and ruminating to yourself until that person, this new person, starts to become so much more of an interest that they shift your way of thinking, and then you start to think more in alignment with them and less about the other person. And I feel like that's what you guys are going through in the month of October. Some of my Virgos have actually was able to save their marriage. Okay, so some of you, after a massive fight and your mate leaving for a time, I feel like some of you have really made real strong gestures, and you've been really consistent in trying to show this person how you feel and wanting to get them back. And I feel like now things are back on track with you and your mate, and you're going to want more and more to start this new beginning. But I feel like it's going to take some time before you and your mate, again, in a marriage, I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time before you guys get 100% back, because that other person, because it was a third party in the relationship, and that did a number on your marriage. It really did. So there's a needing to build the trust back between you and your mate. Really needed to build your trust, and it's going to take some time. So again, and you already know that. I feel like to win their heart back completely and to get them to trust you is going to take a lot of steps on your part. But I feel like deep down inside, you really wanted to save your marriage, and some of you worked really diligently to do that, to save your marriage. And it looks like it's actually on the mend, if you will. And for some of you with your relationships, it looks like it's on the mend. For others of you, you're not necessarily wanting to get a divorce at this time. It's almost as if it's like, okay, the person that you're with, they're probably saying, okay, when are you going to get a divorce already? And it's like, okay, you've been telling for the longest, I'm going to get this divorce. But you're not 100% ready to 100% detach yourself from your what would be soon to be ex, because you're not sure if you even want to be divorced. So there's that as well. So some Virgos are dealing with that as it relates to the marriage element of love relationships. And that's pretty much what I see for you guys. This is going to be pretty much a quick reading for Virgo, as opposed to all of the other readings. Well, I mean, I'm saying quick. It's 22 going on 23 minutes. So I wouldn't say that that's completely quick. But it's pretty straightforward. You guys are definitely trying to get over this old relationship and definitely enjoying a new relationship with someone. So that's what I see for you guys for the month of October. If you resonate with this, definitely leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Virgo.